I thought I'd post a bit of a video, just a simple. I'm a do-it-yourselfer. So, anyways, I took an old table saw that had a burned-out motor, and because it's a nice working height, and I wanted a bit of a bench where I could do, set up my grinders. I basically tore the guts out and turned it into a simple table. Mounted my 8-inch wheel grinder, the bench grinder. I ended up putting a buffing wheel and a wire brush on it. And here is my own homemade 2x72 belt grinder. Pretty simple. I like clamps. I don't like things being permanent, so I don't want to move it around. I don't want to put legs on it. I've had this clamp here holding this plate, which everything for the actual belt grinder is mounted to. I've had it clamped on there for probably 2-3 months. Use it pretty much every single day, non-stop. Pretty hard, never moved. It's been pretty good shape. This is an 8-inch contact wheel. It's a simple everyday heavy-duty caster. We put some high-speed bearings in, and it's a pretty good contact wheel. I mean, I don't do a significant amount of knife grinding or anything else that generates enough heat that it's really a problem. I'm getting about 4,000 feet per minute from what I've figured out. It's a simple contact wheel, or simple tracking wheel. Tracking wheel has to be crowned, and so does the motor. Now, yes, it looks ugly as sin, but I put the tape on there because I was having a hard time getting it to track. And when I put the tape on there and put a bit of a crown in the center, along with the crown on the actual tracking wheel, which is easily adjustable through this, everything tracked perfect. And so then I have a slot down underneath that I can put a plate on, and I'm going to make another attachment. I just got to get some wheels, some small contact wheels, so that I can make a flat grinding, flat platen. So real simple, just simple basic welds, 2 posts, 1.5 tubing, 1.25 tubing, if my memory serves me right. Could be wrong. Just a simple 1-horse motor. It would be cool if it was variable speed. It would be cool if it had a VFD, but I don't, and I didn't, so I made it with what I had. And it still gobbles up steel. I mean, 36-40 grit, the 1 horsepower, I can, it'll gobble up a 1-inch bar of solid mild steel pretty fast. For the adjustment, I put a fairly heavy spring in here, and it just goes up and down. So then on the side is where I have all my belts hanging. They go on pretty simple. I don't have a tripod, so I apologize. The videos are kind of shaky. So that's basically it. And then I just push down on this, use my right hand to pull it onto the wheel, and away it goes. So if you give me just a second here. Sorry. So there we are. And I'll fire it up and show you what it does. The one thing I've learned And be aware, anybody else who's a do-it-yourselfer and decides to make something like this, do not get your fingers too close. You'll end up with a broken finger. I don't have a broken finger, but I have a black and blue finger from one time doing grinding. You get my fingers too close. Somebody who is smart would probably take these off or pay the $100 or $150 for the fancy aluminum ones. But as I said before, I don't like to do stuff in a poor fashion. I like to do it the best that I can, but I also like to work with what I have available. So make it as strong as I can. It's just a simple VX wire and simple box, real simple. It's nice and easy. The bench is handy. I can move it around to different spots, or I can just unbelt the belt grinder if I find that this isn't working for me or whatever. Real simple. I like to do stuff simple. I like to show videos where stuff is really simple, really easy to make, so that other people, you know, don't be afraid that you can't do it. Just get a welder, give it a try. I think total cost for the materials to build this portion of it, you know, the frame, was maybe $12, $15. Square tubing is a little bit more expensive than solid material for whatever reason. This motor came off of an old table saw, and like I say, this contact wheel, they're pretty expensive nowadays. I bought this one a couple years back and I never even paid attention to how much I paid. These smaller contact wheels, they're all 2 inches wide, but and these ones here are 4 inches in diameter. Same with the one on the motor. So anyways, that's it. Have a great time, and don't be afraid to try doing it yourself. More than capable. Just look for stuff that you can use, and there's plenty of videos. Lots of people are doing some pretty cool stuff.